but at the same time, he did see it in time, and he was able to get a lot of stuff up there. And so now Jinro could be abusing these dropships pretty well, except for the fact that Mutas just showed up at the same time. Good split right there by Jinro. At the same time, I just don't know if he has enough. Oh, wow, he actually managed to hold there. Good play by Jinro. I wish if I were him, I had just a few more Marines. And right now, this should be able to shut him down. And most likely these medevacs will die too, but this has given him enough time to macro up a whole army, as well as he has these here. Now, I would still be meching, because that's the way I like to play. I like to mech. Jinro handled that surprisingly well for how terribly caught out of position he was. However, now we see the danger of a late-game Zerg coming in. We have a lot of Marines over here. Oh, good micro away from the Banelings there. Only lost one Marine to one Baneling, and that is always in the Terran's favor. Oh, nice! He shut down all of those, and these Overlords are terribly out of position right here. Terrible damage. Now we are seeing a Zerg get caught on Ling Bling Muta too long. But it looks like, yes, we are onto Cracklings. Cracklings are incredibly powerful, folks. Now, Jinro has a tank here caught out of position that will be sniped by the Cracklings. He has a ton of Marines, however, and Marines late game on, like, 3-3 upgrades are virtually unstoppable. However, Jinro has been forgetting his engineering base. Come on, Jinro. I know you can do it. So, he's going to try to counterattack with some Marines, and actually, looking at it, the Zerg doesn't have that terrific of an army advantage, but there is the slight issue of these Ultralisks. Here we go. These kill Marines so fast. I mean, like, it's unfair. The only thing they kill better than Marines are Zerglings, because there's a video online of 400 Zerglings losing to one Ultralisk. So I just don't know if Jinro can pull this out. He doesn't have enough upgrades on his Marines. He is getting +3 attack, and he has enough money for +3 armor. But I just don't know. I mean, a Zerg can pull it out here, but with the upgrade advantage and with the dangers of a late-game Zerg, Jinro is doing a good job of perpetually harassing with these drops. And I do think the Zerg got stuck on Ling Bling Muta a little bit too long. We're seeing some great micro there by the Zerg with his use of Transfuse. So this could be Jinro's last sort of attempt to survive. We will have to find out. Right now, he just... Oh, nice! He is getting some free pot shots there, and I expect him to kill these Mutas and then use that sort of pre-established map control. And he's running back to the safety of the tanks, the semi-safety of the tanks, I should say. Oh, we have a climactic battle right here. Oh, nice pre-sieging of the tanks. He is kiting like the Dickens. These Ultralisks are just chasing. He avoided the Banelings. Can he avoid the Ultralisks? Let's find out. He does, but he lost 3 tanks. So let's check the army size real quick. 191 for the Zerg, 144 for the Terran. And only 10 of that advantage of the Zerg is in probes. So that means if we look at the production tab, the one Ultralisk, he's going to be making Broodlords. He is, and he doesn't have any Vikings. However, good game sense by Jinro. He is producing Vikings right now. So as Jinro, right now, I would be producing tanks and Thors. Maybe even some Hellions. But going up against Crackling Ultra is very tough. Hellion Marauder Viking in this situation could win the game. However, because of his he has been upgrading this armor, I just don't know. I mean, Thors, I don't think Thors would be the best transition right here. But he does snipe the expansion. Good job. And he has his own gold expansion now up and running. So it is actually 4 base versus 4 base. This could be a dangerous position for the Zerg if he lets Jinro reestablish himself in this and get enough Vikings. This could be deadly. Good boxing into the tank there. Let us see here. So he has 3 Vikings versus 5 Corruptors. Alright, this is just a little too dangerous. He is getting some free pot shots. And he's going to run back and try to kill him with a stimmed army. But, ooh, this is a big battle coming up, folks. Oh, this is good. This is good stuff. And excellent, my computer can actually handle this. Cool. So, we have a planetary fortress up to 14 kills. Almost everything died for Jinro. This planetary fortress not quite able to do enough damage. But these Ultralisks are not actually staying around as long as they should be, considering just how good of a composition Jinro, or just how bad of a composition Jinro has, pardon me. He did snipe a Broodlord right there, and he is making 12 Marines and 2 Marauders. That is a pretty good, combination right now. Also, he does have tanks. Ultralisk Broodlord is not actually as good as you'd expect. Just sort of like Thor Battlecruiser is kind of terrible. I have done Thor Battlecruiser in a ladder game before. It's really bad. And is really terrible just because you have no anti-air. And going Broodlord Ultralisk is sort of the same thing. Look at them. They're so cool. However, because he has these 5 Corruptors, he's relatively safe. However, Jinro is going to mount a counterattack with 3-2. This Bio Ball is pretty scary, especially with flanking, as can be seen here. And it actually kills stuff pretty well. Terran's not OP. I kid. As a Terran player, how could I think that? But we are seeing here is a high DPS group just rip through stuff. We also see Jinro start to produce Thors, it appears. Or is that just the Thor from his main? That's just the Thor from his main. He's no longer particularly scared about, like, Ultralisks, or, pardon me, like, Mutas. However, he is pretty scared of the Ultralisks, and so he's bringing along the Thor. And Jinro actually has a pretty scary army right here. I mean, he could do a Doom Drop up here that could really, really just rip our Zerg player to death. However, the Zerg has a ton of nice spine crawlers. However, the Zerg has been stuck on 4 base for a really long time. And as I was saying before, this is a dangerous place when Jinro is denying 5th and is actually being pretty successful at it too. Jinro doesn't exactly have to worry because Jinro can establish a 5th base relatively simply. He doesn't have to sit there and freak out about it because he doesn't need to be all that. See, there we go. He's making infestors. Good job. He doesn't have to be all that worried about staying economically ahead. He just needs to catch up. And so, because of that, the Zerg stuck on 4 base is pretty bad. However, this could be it. A lot of Ultralisks with a lot of upgrades. Does Jinro have enough? I just don't know. However, they are going down pretty quick to those Marauders. Let's just see. But will he have then enough Marines to deal with these Broodlords? It actually looks like it. We are looking at a very even match, folks. Again, excuse me. So, there's this Broodlord in this perfect spot where it's super annoying. Has anybody else noticed how Broodlings are just tiny Broodlords? I guarantee everyone else has. However, if we look at the unit stat, which is always a good thing, alright, that's a ton of Zerglings, a bunch of Ultralisks, a bunch of Broodlords, and a bunch of Infestors. So this is a pretty even match right here. I would say that if Jinro's bio were on 3-3, Jinro would actually have the advantage. Or if Jinro had a big ball of Vikings, Jinro would have the advantage, because Broodlords are actually really dangerous right here. It's not the Ultralisk, because the Ultralisk get ripped to shreds by Marauders, and Broodlords are the scary part. However, does he have enough stuff to deal with these Zerglings? I just don't know. Let's see here, folks. I think this is it. This is it. Just too much. He has lots of nice squads, and he has a planetary. Maybe not, actually. Oh, wait, no, he doesn't have the planetary. That's right. This probably will be it. I mean, what's one Marauder gonna do? Unless Jinro pulls out something crazy, this is it. He's just trying to save every unit he has. He's tried to establish that base. And LiquidJinro GG's. It was a great game. But we just saw how dangerous a Zerg can be, and we saw the value of upgrades. The Zerg got stuck on 4 base for far, far, far too long, but eventually he was able to establish this, and that's really where the game turned for him. So guys, this has been my inaugural cast. Hopefully you'll be hearing some more from me, and without further ado, I'm just going to be Captain Newkirk signing off.